Hi, are you thinking about selling the house yourself or for sale by owner? If you do, please watch today's video. I'm gonna give you some tips on how to sell the house yourself. So everyone, welcome to Wealth Building Wednesday. My name is Fei Yan. I'm a real estate agent from Keller Williams and I work in Central New Jersey. So today's topic, I'm going to talk about for sale by owner, or we call it feasible. So in order to sell your house, here are some of the tips that I could give it to you how to sell the house by yourself, right? Number one is to price it right. As if for anything, if you price it right, your house is going to sell, right? Now you can price it according to where your neighbor's house sold like last year. So basically you have to look at the square footage, the price, the condition of the house, and also the location. And you also want to look at if the market is trending upward or downward, then you could price accordingly. It's very, very important that you price your house correctly, because if you price your house correctly in a normal market, you should be able to sell within 3 weeks. If your house sits on the market for too long, if you price it too high, then it's gonna sit. If your house sits on the market for too long, then eventually you're gonna get the lowest price for your house. So it's very, very important to price it correctly initially. Number two is to hire a professional photographer and videographer. Don't try to do the listings by taking with your phone. It's not professional, and you wanted to give the buyer the first impression is always the best impression. And also videos could help you walk through room by room. For other buyers that cannot come see your house right away, the video will definitely helps. So you try to give as much information online as possible. And then if you're doing for sale by owner, then you'll be thinking like whoever call you, you're gonna let people in. You don't do that. You actually have to pre-approve everyone. You make sure the buyer that call you, they have pre-approval, because you don't want to show your house to anybody that wanted to see your house. And you have to protect yourself, right? Number four is to read all the contracts. You have to read all the purchase contracts. You also have to do fill out something called seller's disclosure. Basically, seller's disclosure is gonna help the buyer to know like when is the roof was done, when is HVAC was done, and all the stuff, the upgrades you put in. And also you need to disclose any of the, like for example, water damage and stuff like that, the floors of the house that you're supposed to disclose. You have to try to disclose that to the buyers, because you don't want to end up like they're gonna sue you later when you after close your house, right? And also marketing. Marketing is very, very important. You can't just put your house on Zillow and Craigslist and then try to put a sign in the yard and that's gonna get you a sign. Make sure you market to everybody. The wider the net that you cast, the better it is. You're gonna bring more buyers, you're gonna bring more offers, which is gonna push your price up. So you will try to market in social media. You could try to market by mailers, and also you had to market in every website. And then number six, before you put your house on the market, make sure you clean up. You want your house to look clean as possible. Also declutter, and also give a fresh paint. If your carpet is too old, you don't want to replace it, make sure you have it professionally cleaned. And also you might consider hire a stager, because if your house is staged, you can actually sell 5% higher than the house that's not staged. So it's important to get a stager to walk through your house and to see what needs to be done. Number 8 is to find a trusted real estate attorney. You need to have an attorney who is very aggressive, who knows the market, because you don't have an agent. Your attorney is the only person you're going to rely on. So make sure your attorney is really good. If you are doing for sale by owner, you have to be aware there are actually 4 types of buyers that out there might be coming through your house. The first one is serious in a hurry. They might be moving out of the town, they come into your town, and they might be the people who just sold their own house and they try to move it to another house. So these people are usually represented by agents because they are serious. They don't want to come to look for physicals, and they want to they don't want to drive around. They actually have agent represent them. And the second type is serious but not in a hurry. They probably the first time buyers that they need like somebody to hold their hands to teach them every step out of the way, so that they are anxious. They are nervous buying a house because they are first-time buyers, and they usually work with an agent. And the third type is investors. Investors are usually, they try to look for feasibles because they want to spend 10 cents on a dollar. They don't want to spend much. They want to buy very cheap and then upgrade and then sell high. So you're going to see a lot of investors come in. And the fourth we would call looky-loos. Basically, they cannot be pre-approved. They just wanted to look at houses so that they could get some decorating ideas, and they are not serious buyers. So just be aware that if you are for sale by owner, you most likely you're gonna get a lot of investors and looky-loos. Basically, you're gonna waste a lot of times with these buyers who are not serious, right? I just want to give you some National Association of Realtors, some statistics. So basically, feasible listing attract fewer offers than agents listed properties. And feasible sales account for only about 9% of all the home sales in 2020. The average home sale price for sale by owner is about $208,000. The average agent assisted home sale was about $235,000. So this means agent assist home sales can net you about 11% higher than if you try to sell it yourself. Assuming you pay a 5% agent's fees, which on a $235,000 home, it's about $11,750. You could still come out higher, and you still have about $14,550 left than if you sell it yourself, right? So it's a win-win for everybody. If you wanted to learn what's the cost of selling your house, I do have another video that talk about seller's net sheet. So please look at that, and I think that will be helpful to you. And if you do like my video, please subscribe. I have a new video come out every Wednesday. Hopefully you learned something today. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying with me today, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.